let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? And let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know, still we could try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other.
And this is one of the old classroom spaces. So as you can see by looking around here, it's really kind of in its original state. We have the maple floors that are still here that need to be refinished, but they're still in good shape. We've got the plaster walls that are still here in pretty good shape. The ceiling has been gone over with an acoustical tile material that could be removed and replaced. The lighting would have to be upgraded. But for the most part, the walls, the location of the windows, the volume of the space is very appealing for a lot of different uses. What could happen in a space like this? Use your imagination, but certainly you could see music classes being taught here, art studio classes, any sort of adult education or child's education activities going on in here. Really, it comes down to what the community wants. And in talking to members of the community, they're certainly interested in preservation and maintaining the character of our town and the surrounding area. And this would be a great way to do that, to take an old building such as this and recycle it and adaptively reuse it for something else, and continue that process and our stewardship of this property from generation to generation. This is just an example of another classroom from the Brainerd Building. Again, sort of in its original state. Some of the interesting features that you notice as you go around here is the chair rail is still original. The blackboard still original. The maple floors still original. The old windows still functional and original. Plaster walls are in pretty good shape. Ceiling has been modified, and so is the lighting. But for the most part, this is a space that is fairly close to being usable. The light, the natural light in here is great. I don't know if you can tell, but the sunlight is blasting through the west-facing windows right now. That's something that we can control throughout different times of the season. Again, when you're talking about energy efficiency, you know, when you're calling for heating, you're going to want that sun coming into the space. When you're calling for cooling, you're going to want to try and figure out how to keep it out of here. And that's all something that technology has provided us solutions for, and so has landscaping. So there's a lot of different ways to accommodate that, and again, this space is pretty close to being ready to be used, so enjoy it.
To be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why should we fall in love? Now is the time. While we are young, let's fall in love. Come on, John. Okay. We might have been